Another day of classes and spells and shenanigans. Nah, I just wanted to say that word. What's today's plan? Alright, easy enough. I know I've said it before, and I'm probably gonna keep saying it, but man, you guys got a lot of stairs. I think anybody has actually counted them all. There had to have been a board student. So we about to go tell him that you snuck into the restricted section with the help of somebody else. That might be a good idea, yeah. I mean, you might have gotten in enough trouble. Who knows? I feel bad about his sister, though. It does suck. No, I don't have any.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
Makes perfect sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable.
But we saw it.
Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section, as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing.
Of course
It
they
appears
are.
someone has got to the book before us.
Of course they did.
Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
In the second, they were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
He's not wrong.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Alright.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
I tried walking over from the dormitory last night, but ended up
What?
falling asleep. Those beds are simply
Oh, yeah.
comfortable.
You mentioned this before. We're just gonna stare at it? Okay.
Lumos.
Oh,
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
what did you think of that? Alright then.
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it?
I'm thinking that little guy.
Lumos. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Just when I think I'm finished.
I knew there was a connection.
Look at
I
that.
should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Cool.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain.
Mhm.
Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Oh, wow. This is amazing.
Handy. No. Is she growing Punja's onion again?
What is that?
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together.
You will probably be
How
hearing a lot of
thrilling
those
it is
puns.
to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Oh, okay, nope. Ow.
Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new pot and pat down the soil! The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo!
Oh man, that hurt.
I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now for our
So are we not
next task, we'll
gonna
be
question
planting
the-
dittany at our potting tables.
The
You can
giant
all get
venomous
started.
plant
I need to have a brief word with our new student.
at the start of the room.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
I'm sorry, first it's a giant venomous plant. And now it's cabbages that bite.
Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but you'll lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh, well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have.
Did you now?
If Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. We Gryffindors fight with honor. And, Ravenclaws too. At least you did.
Mm-hmm. Good save.
Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on, grab a few of those cabbages.
It has teeth.
Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it. They'll do the rest.
Oh,
look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on.
Literally.
Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
That's a dangerous
vicious little
plant.
bastards, aren't they?
Yeah.
My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time.
You remember the
I'll see
other
you back
ones,
in
right?
class.
You never know. As weird as those plants are, might as well.
Mr. Clopton?
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits.
That was a risk.
Good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Oh my god, classes are dangerous.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
Off on another adventure.
Now what? Potions! Potions we go. Next question. Do you know where that is? Peter.
It would make him look completely incompetent, which is weird.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Alright then.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
Okay.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of...
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps
That's
too
obvious.
close an eye on me for comfort.
I wonder why.
But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
You're probably gonna get in trouble for this, you know.
Your potion shouldn't...
I get that helping friends is nice and all, but like... You're still new. Alright.
Your potion station's organized and free of clutter.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
That's concerning.
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it!
Ooh, dragon dung! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Edurus potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Advice.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Hope this is gonna be quick.
Future champion coming through.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more
Good
of
idea.
a challenge.
Warm
Ready?
up a bit.
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Accio, Incendio, Leviosa.
Nice.
That's it.
Accio, Incendio.
Excellent form.
Accio, Incendio. Leviosa. Accio.
Next time, perhaps.
Incendio. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio.
Ooh, that was close.
Good one. Impressive
Trying to get
wand
the-
work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
Thanks, Lucan.
Trying to get the
You've been a
combos
great
while
help.
yeah.
Oh, stop.
Stuff recharges
Don't make
is
me
hard.
blush. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Plus, you'll be even more formidable in crossed wands. Other duelists had better beware.
Speaking of that,
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of crossed wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly
even
am.
though technically
Brilliant.
you've only been here a few
Are
days.
you dealing with a partner?
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
You say so.
That's the spirit.
3 Gryffindors and a Hufflepuff.
Leviosa. Incendio. Leviosa. Tego. Leviosa. Stupefy. Stupefy. Protego. Accio.
There goes my way.
I'm the one!
Incendio! Stupefy! Leviosa! Incendio!
Wrong one. Oh! That can break their shields too.
Stupefy!
Come on, you and Sebastian got this.
Stupefy! Incendio! Stupefy! Leviosa! Incendio! Stupefy!
Come on, Sebastian. A little bit more help from you, man.
Leviosa! Accio!
There you go. Look
Pity
at
more
that.
people can't watch the duels.
What a victory! You've won the tournament!
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
And we're pleased to have such a gracious champion. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you.
Alright then.
It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist
She really
to be
did.
reckoned
You
with.
earned that, man.
Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
Oh, dude. You should get on that.
Yes.
Now to go meet Natty in town, right? Or Lower Hogsfield, something like that. Ooh.
Revelio.
Fancy fountain. Well, my bad. So I gotta ask. In a school full of magic and ways to teleport and get around, do you just not have a quicker way to get there right now? You don't have a broom yet? You can fly on brooms? Yeah, at least she wasn't too far from Crossed Ones where you guys do that. I forgot entirely where. Clock Tower. Is that what you just said? Is that right? I don't know.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good.
Good on you.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair, and the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped.
Yeah.
Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
All right, then.
Be on your guard.
Of course.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Yeah, run. Sounds like some trouble.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Yeah.
You're like... I shall...
Incendio!
This is a...
The mess.
Look what you've done!
Don't think that's the last of them. Nope.
Watch the light go out of your eyes.
I know, but she has a really neat trick up her sleeve. Would you like to see it?
You there! Stop! We can
you! You'll take this student off of my dead body!
See? Oh. No spells for you.
Stop that right now!
No. Nice.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
That is a great question.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills.
Thank you.
Care to tell
She's good
me
at
why
that.
2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists,
That is a weird
his
name.
little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story.
Where did they come up with that?
But thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin?
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and
That's
I'm
not
studying
surprising.
some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Of course he did.
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so
Slytherin, huh?
interested in Merlin.
that
I'd be
fits.
keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just
That's a good
arrived
place
to
to start,
test
then.
my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis.
Sure.
I brought a trunk chock full of mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Aren't pyres normally on fire?
Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Ooh. Okay, that's cool.
Merlin's beard! How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Same.
And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Young Ravenclaw, Professor Fig tells me you found a long-lost book for him. I'd like to talk to you about it.
All right.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ranrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you.
That was obvious.
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me.
I mean, that's neat.
It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
Let's give him a hand. Was that already
After what
your...
Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Orn.
So we're just gonna storm a camp? That's the idea? Alright. I was just kinda hoping you had a plan.
An encampment. This must be it.
Oh, good idea.
Been at this for hours.
Looks as if there's more than one way to enter. Could it be?
Afraid to fight?
No.
Are you sure?
How many of you are there?
Point.
I won't rest.
That was close.
Easily diverted. You're no match for me. I don't have time for this. Grave mistake.
Was it?
Well, no! I will make
Oh!
Not quite. Was that your best?
Incendio!
You can't stop it. Your spells glance off of me. I won't rest.
Nice.
Get accustomed. Prepare to surrender. Losing your stride.
Ooh. Oh.
Incendio!
Nice.
Always on the defensive.
Ah.
Potato!
Jeez. That's a new one. Nice.
That was quite something. Now, to free
But it
Freon's
was.
carts. I know a Merlin trial when I see one.
We can do that in a minute.
Quite an enchantment. The carts are returning to Arn.
Oh, oh. Look at that. So, a random thought, but probably before, the next time you would go storming into a goblin encampment, whatnot, probably should know a few more spells. Just a thought process, that's all. Also, don't you have like a curfew?
If you're here for my wares...
Arn, I have good news. Your carts are on their way back.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
The ones I faced were determined to make things difficult.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
What a nice idea, Arn. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done.